Hi, West Michigan. My name is Jeremiah Keeler, and I'm running for state representative in the new 79th district. Ronald Reagan famously said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." He couldn't have been more correct, and that's exactly what we face today. I love Michigan, and I'm very concerned about the direction it's headed for the next generation. Being raised on a farm in Saranac, I was instilled with the character and work ethic needed to serve others. It was there that I learned the values that I'll take with me to Lansing. One thing I was clearly taught is to always leave things better than I found it. I'm now married with two beautiful kids, ages 8 and 6, and we are certainly not leaving Michigan better than we found it for them. One main reason I decided to run is because over the last 2 years, I've witnessed the absolute abuse of certain small business sectors, Michigan families, and churches by the governor. I will say this about the church. After we saw a skyrocket in depression, anxiety, drug use, alcoholism, suicide, and even crimes against children, I'd make the case that God and the church were the most essential thing in the entire state. In fact, in 1787, when the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, they wrote it in such a way to prevent tyranny from happening. Now more than ever, we need a legislative branch made up of Constitution-committed leaders who are going to keep the governor in check and not allow endless executive orders to be written and perceived as law. Republican or Democrat alike, no one person should have the authority to unilaterally run the state as they see fit. Michiganders represented by common citizens like you and I should have their voice heard through their representative in Lansing, not by executive orders that never end. John Adams said, "Liberty once lost is lost forever." Listen, Michigan, now is the time that we need to elect common citizens, moms and dads, conservative patriots to keep our state great for our kids and our grandkids. Over the last 2 years, my line has been crossed, and I don't want to have to look at my grandchildren someday and confess that my generation let their freedom slip away and I didn't do anything to protect it. A vote for me is a vote for your First Amendment and a vote to never censor anyone. Let's have all sides bring ideas to the battlefield of debate, and let's allow truth to prevail. A vote for me also means I will always protect your Second Amendment without waiver. As a proud gun owner myself, we must stand firm on this issue. Most Republicans are pro-life, but an increasingly larger number are not pro-gun, and that is a huge problem. A vote for me always is a vote for life, all life. In saying that, I believe every single baby in the womb is equally as important and is a gift from God. A vote for me is a vote for parents to always have a voice in their child's education and control what they are taught, and for you as the parents to be their final authority on matters of health and safety. You certainly know your children better than the government does. A vote for me is a vote for election integrity. Listen, if we can't have fair elections, we don't even have a country for our children to inherit. And lastly, a vote for me is a vote for small business, the nuclear family, protecting the Constitution of the United States at all costs, lowering taxes, protecting religious freedoms, and supporting our military, veterans, fire, and police because they are the true heroes of our communities. If the last 2 years has taught us anything, it's that we need to be a lot more intentional about who our elected officials are and how they're representing us. With that being said, I humbly ask for your vote on August 2nd for state representative of the 79th district. It's time for a new generation of common sense, courageous leaders to stand up and help preserve our nation for the next generation.